Okay, now that we have taken care of the semi-hard part, here comes the easy part. And in this lesson, you will put a face on the demographic information that we have taken from the last lesson. Our goal is to be able to create an avatar. And I'm assuming you know what an avatar is, right? And no, it's not some Shaolin windbender named Aang, nor is it a blue-colored monkey man with a spear from another planet. That's a good movie though. An avatar is in an online perspective is something that is used to represent you in an online environment. In this case, the avatar we're going to create is not for us, but rather for your ideal customers. We're going to create an imaginary person based from real and factual data that we got from the first lesson and more. Now, I hope you've taken notes from your research from the last lesson. If you did, this step of the process will be a cinch. Now, first, let's answer the question why it is important to have a visual representation of your customer. Now, it is important for a couple of reasons. First, you don't want to create a product without taking our ideal customer into consideration. The product or service that you're going to give will focus on your avatar, who are likely to buy what you're offering. Second, believe it or not, having a vivid picture of your customer in your head or right in front of you increases your chance of making them buy. Why? Now that you know a lot about them, you can now even unconsciously craft offers that really hit home to your target market. Think about it. How are you supposed to convince someone to do something if you don't know them that well? Wouldn't it be easier for you now to explain their weakness, their fears, and their doubts now that you know what those are? I believe that you already know the answer to that question, or else you won't be watching this, right? So go ahead and put a face on your prospect. To do that, we're going to go to google.com, choose images, and on the search box, all you have to do is put in the average age of your customer. Let me show you an example. So for the digital photography niche, we were able to confirm that using Quantcast and Google Display Planner and Alexa.com that the average age for my market is from 25 to 34. Now go ahead and type the average age of your target audience on the Google search bar. Now in this case, I would use 30 years old. You can put any age you want within that age bracket. I just chose 30 because it's in between 25 and 34, right? Now you're going to see a lot of results by doing this, and frankly, just pick and choose the one that fits the demographic info that you gathered. Grab the picture that resonates most to the demographic information that you have. Now don't worry about copyright and such when grabbing the picture, since you're only going to use it for personal use, and you won't be doing anything with it except to serve as your avatar. Now if you can't find one in Google, which I doubt, you can also go to specific Facebook groups or fan pages within your niche market and just grab any picture that you think fits the demographic you found in the last lesson. You can pretty much choose any picture. Just be creative, okay? Now, if you feel that a whole body picture will do your avatar justice, then do so. If it's a health niche, I usually get a whole body, if I can, so that I have an idea of what my average customer looks like. Now, just a note of caution though, do not use pictures of people that you know or look like someone you know because of the bias that comes with it. Only use a picture of someone you don't know or someone who doesn't have a resemblance to anyone you know. Second, give it a name. If the picture you got already came with a name, then good. But if it didn't, give it a name. On the other hand, you have to make sure that the name you give the picture or the face does not have any meaning to you personally, nor do you have any friends or people you know with the same name. Again, it boils down to being biased, and we won't want that, especially once you go to the next lesson. Why? It dilutes your mindset of knowing your customers because of the attached preconceived notion about that particular person. So aside from the mindset not being in the proper frame, you'll find it hard to separate the characteristics of the one you know versus your perfect client or customer if you didn't follow the instructions. So here's what you need to do. pick a picture, give it a name, and right under it, put in the demographic information you gathered from the last lesson. That's it for this module. And the next lesson, you're going to go deep into your prospect's mind. See you there.